Mom and the boy Scott.
May I take a letter under snow, please?
Sure. Oh.
Lion.
Okay. Let's see if it's...
Which is not spelled like that, but...
Let's see if it's Snow Lion.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Nothing here! Nothing here!
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, 52 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Don't give him nothing.
Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Bosky, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 62 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Yeah. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
37-yard line.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to keep it again. And the ball is knocked out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Chiefs 7.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 41, Mahomes. And he goes down. He's able to get to him. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here.
Give me some.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Point conversion.
Mahomes now to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is uh-oh.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Jackson's going to look to run it. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
On the keeper.
An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes.
I think their ankle's still on the field, so if you want to sweep that off.
He's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Sammy Watkins.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts
4th down.
as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
You don't see this often. A quarterback